Erin Corwin, our education coordinator, and I, our task is to talk about what we're doing with teacher professional development. So our basic purpose here is to prepare students, citizens, and professionals who are equipped to address agriculture's role in providing food, energy, and ecosystems in our changing future. Specific goals for this portion of the project is to transfer what is, as we've seen today, a lot of complex research into teachable information for K-12 classrooms. Along with our goals for the project of transdisciplinary work, we want to promote transdisciplinary education. We want math teachers talking to science teachers, we want science teachers talking to ag teachers, high school teachers talking to elementary school teachers. And lofty goal, sure, but that's eventually what we would like to promote with the work that we do with teachers through the project. And then we want to provide them with the resources and support they need to accomplish those goals and to start incorporating that ag content into a science-based curriculum. So what we have been up to, and that's basically how we frame this presentation, what we've done and what we're planning on working on in the future. Last summer we had a pretty innovative and neat workshop for our teachers. We partnered with ICENET, which is the Intermountain Climate Change Education Network. We had teachers from Washington and Idaho come to campus for a 3-day experience. They received professional development credit, which REACCH paid for, which we're finding is an extremely important part of getting teachers involved, is providing them with free professional development credits. We had quite a few presentations from REACCH faculty. Jody and Sanford gave a basic overview of the project just to illustrate its scope. Now these teachers, some of them had been in the ICENET project for several years, and some of them actually had participated in the survey that Troy just told you about, and we found them because they indicated interest on that survey and participating in some kind of professional development. So it ran the gamut. We had some ag teachers, we had some middle school science teachers, we had some upper division science teachers. So it was a pretty good cross-section. It was good to give them an overview of the project, what we were trying to do. We also had presentations from John. He gave his little basic climate change in a nutshell. And teachers really responded to that presentation. They liked that a lot. Vaughn gave the cloud effects presentation that Troy was talking about in an effort to get teachers something that they could utilize in their classrooms. We took teachers out to the Crook Agronomy Farm Tour as part of our summer tour. So if you notice people that you didn't know very well on that tour, it was probably some of our REACCH and ICENET teachers. Showed them some of the research that we were doing. Kirill showed the static chambers along with Dave, and then Sarah and Brian showed the teachers the flux towers. We had Troy Magny gave the precision ag demonstration where he took the slow infrared photograph of all the teachers, and a lot of them enjoyed that greatly. So overall, giving them a good sense of what we're doing on the project and what we can give you to bring into your classroom and the kind of work that we can share with you and your kids. We also took them to the Parker Farm and showed them a little smaller scale. Used to be the organic student farm at the University of Idaho. More of a community garden-based approach, how they could incorporate that while still looking at the scientific concepts that our group is looking at. They had hands-on workshops. One of the, I would say the one they commented on the most was the pitfall traps that Jody and Sanford set up, both at Cook and at the Parker Farm. So they put the antifreeze in the cups, put them out in the field. The teachers went and collected and then looked at the samples. So overall, the teachers really enjoyed the work that we're doing, and they're excited to take it back into their classrooms. There are some difficulties there, but they found a lot of value in the hands-on portions of the labs. They, like I'm sure most that teach college now, are finding their students they don't like the lectures. They need some hands-on work. They need hands-on activities. They want to bring science to life. So they're really relying on us to take the results and the work that we do as research and somehow make that transferable into a K-12 environment. So they enjoyed the pitfall traps quite a bit. Again, John's presentation was commented on that most teachers, I learned more in that, brief 15, 20 minutes than I have about climate change ever. So we really appreciate him and what he did there. For future, we would like to get a little bit more into elementary content. We have not focused on that. Mostly what we're working on right now is high school students, high school teachers. So what can we do in the K-6 environment to bring this project to life for kids? something we want to work on. And then the possibilities of having field days for students on campus, for high school, middle school students, rather than just teachers, are something that we have talked about quite a little bit based on the feedback from those teachers. So that's what we did. This is what we plan on doing. So for summer 2013, we want to continue offering workshops to educate teachers about REACH and what we do. Possible partnerships are MOS, which is McCall Outdoor Science School, or there's several different STEM organizations we could partner with, so we just put STEM on there. We are in the process of developing what we're calling Ag 515. You'll hear a lot about that tomorrow, which is a high school curriculum that basically focuses entirely on REACH research and is broken up by REACH themes. What we're finding difficulty with is, as far as curriculum development and workshops, is some of the things that teachers are facing, and that's the integration of the Common Core standards. They're very limited in the amount of free time that they have in their curriculum, so anything that we provide to them has to meet multiple objectives. So they need to have a lot of bang for their buck with regards to curriculum. And of course, time and money. There's only so many days that they can have professional development. Schools can't spend a lot to send them, on campus, especially if they're quite far away. So we have some difficulties with that. The webinar series, we have tried to set up several, and we've had limited success getting teachers to enroll in the webinars. So we're going to try to expand those out a little bit, different topics, different grade levels. And then again, our next step after we get kind of the high school level curriculum set is to start working at the elementary school level, and what can we do to start working with those teachers and student groups. How to do. Thank you.